Now, this is a story about big money. This is a story about one of the wealthiest people on the entire planet. It's about Warren Buffett. And it's about how Warren Buffett gives out bad information and gives it to you, and you think it's good information because journalists don't ask good questions. Today was a great example. Willow Bay was interviewing Warren Buffett, and she asked him this question: Mr. Buffett, now, what was the best advice you ever received? And Warren Buffett there is all, kind of jolly, and he says, well, the best advice that I ever received was about unconditional love. And he talks about how parents should unconditionally love their children and their grandchildren and so forth, and embrace them, and they can always have a home coming back. That's what he says. Always have a home. Always have that unconditional love. And Willow Bay, a former CNN anchor, by the way, who now works for Yahoo and the Huffington Post, just sat there and just looked at Warren Buffett in absolute awe. Just sat there and said, my God, Warren Buffett has come down from the mountain. Warren Buffett has given us the truth because it's all about unconditional love. But what Willow Bay never asked him was, Mr. Buffett, a couple of years ago, you disowned your own granddaughter. Do you think that was an example of unconditional love? Oh, my goodness, imagine that happening. Imagine actually a journalist taking the time to do the research and to ask a good question. And because you see, if Willow Bay had asked such a question, that would have cast a large cloud over the interview. That would have tarnished and tainted Warren Buffett's reputation. We certainly can't have that. No, no, sir. No, we must give the public bad information because that's the right thing to do. And we must stand in awe of powerful people, whether they be billionaires or politicians, and never ask any good questions because that's the right thing to do. But is that the best information? Because you see, no, it's not. A few years ago, Warren Buffett did indeed disown his own grandchild, Nicole Buffett, she's the adopted child of Peter, his son. And why did he do that? Because she appeared in a documentary called The 1%, which was a documentary about the top 1% of the richest people in this country. And she didn't have a lot of great things to say about rich people. So what did Warren Buffett do? He disowned her. I don't want you anymore in my family. Now, did he call her on the phone to give her a personal message? Nope, didn't do that. Did he meet with her to talk to her about this in person? Nope. What did he do? He sent her a letter. He sent his own grandchild an impersonal letter. And this is what he had to say. I have not emotionally or legally adopted you as a grandchild, nor have the rest of my family adopted you as a niece or a cousin. Imagine that. Imagine getting that from your granddad. That's exactly what Warren Buffett did. Did that ever come up in the interview? Didn't hear a peep about it. Not one peep. And the response from Nicole's friends, well, let's just say it was shocking. This is what they had to say about the whole matter. We have seen pictures of her on his knee when she was just 4 years old. She spent family summers with him. She calls him grandpa and always has. This is amazing, one friend had to say. Don't you find it amazing? Don't you find that incredible that someone could sit in a chair and tell an interviewer it's all about unconditional love, and yet not mentioned that he had disowned his own grandchild? It's all about children coming back into the fold, parents with open arms. Come in, my children, we love you so much. And yet not mention, hey, I sent my own grandchild a letter disowning her. Well, what does Nicole have to say about all this? This is what she had to say in the movie, The 1%. I've been very blessed to have my education taken care of, and I have had my living expenses taken care of while I'm in school. After we're out of school, we don't get any money from our family. Money is the spoke in my grandfather's wheel of life. Now, what is she saying there? Money is what really matters to Warren Buffett. Money is the center of his life, not family, not unconditional love, nothing like that. It's all about money. That's what she's saying. And she's probably right. It is about money. So you see, when journalists like Willow Bay and people from CBS and Time Magazine just sit there in awe of public figures and never ask them any good questions, they just let them talk and talk and talk and talk. and nothing really of any substance gets said, nothing meaningful ever gets done. It's all about public relations. It's all about putting up a straw person, not a real person, but you need to know the real facts. And so when a journalist like Willow Bay, who has years and years and years of national major market experience, just sits there and says, well, Mr. Buffett, we'll just take your story and we'll just call it a day. Well, what do you get for your time? What do you get for your money? Zero. You see, you just get a bunch of BS. That's basically what you get. Is that really what you want? So the next time you see an interview like that, just be leery, just be wary, and understand that the truth is oftentimes hidden, and you have to go and discover it. You have to find out yourself what the truth is. Or you can listen to me and find out what the truth is, because I do a lot of talking about it all the time on this channel. Certainly hope you'll tune in again. My name is Mark Dempsey. I'm an author and journalist, and you are certainly welcome to contact me directly. You can email me at markd112@yahoo.com, markd112@yahoo.com. I would love to have your questions and your comments. I get many of them throughout the week. They're always great to hear. Have yourself a good day, and thanks so much for listening.